What is pseudoscience? We are CEFET-MG second-year Mecatronic students, and we are here to talk about the science and pseudoscience.
What is science? So, to start this series, we set out to define science. The term science in itself is already vague. Historically, science has had a number of meanings, originally meaning any form of systematic knowledge. Today, science refers to a more restricted set of disciplines, namely those that study natural phenomena, human behavior, and some that study social phenomena. The other systematic disciplines are called humanities. If we were to define science on these terms, we would be excluding fields that are just as systematic and that have the same objectives and mutual respect with each other, as commonly called science disciplines have. Fields such as papyrology and classical philology, both very rigorous, would be excluded, whereas psychoanalysis could be included. Therefore, we define science, in an expanded manner, to be all systematic fields in search of knowledge about nature and ourselves. This would include all the science, all the social science, history, mathematics, philosophy, linguistics, and literature. What is pseudoscience? And now we need to tell you what pseudoscience is. Pseudoscience is information that sounds scientific but lacks some of the key characteristics of science. It can also be defined as a system of theories or beliefs that are presented as science but aren't as rigorous to the scientific method.
So, now that we know what science and pseudoscience are, we can take a look at their differences. The difference between science and pseudoscience is more subtle than we think. Areas such as astrology, which at one point were considered a respectable discipline, and by that took in a scientific one, today are regarded as pseudoscientific. This is a deep problem. First of all, the difference between science and pseudoscience cannot be laid on the fact that scientific disciplines are respected and pseudoscientific ones are not. This is because what was unsuspected in the past may not be respected today. To create a new science sometimes is to abandon an old science. Scientific progress requires defiance of the current views, the uncovering of secrets never before seen, and completely new ways of looking at things. In this sense, that's what science is, a conspiracy against itself. In the same manner, we can also define pseudoscience. It is an embarrassing attempt at science that goes in the opposite direction, questioning the current views but offering old views as an alternative instead of new ones. Pseudoscience is science that goes backwards. The definition has interesting corollaries. For once, any theory that does not offer old ideas as an alternative to current belief and is systematic will now be pseudoscientific. For instance, the idea that the Earth's continents today are pieces that broke apart from a primordial megacontinent was once widely considered pseudoscientific. By our definition, academia at the time was wrong in considering it so. It could be argued that by doing so, the academia itself was acting in a pseudoscientific manner, and as it turned out, that theory was proven correct.
Dismissing a theory by labeling it pseudoscientific and sticking to the old view is, in a sense, going in the same direction as pseudoscience goes. There is a difference between criticism and dogmatism or provincialism. Criticism and scrutiny are necessary. Denial of criticism is characteristic of pseudoscience, not science. Einstein, for example, when he criticized quantum mechanics, was considered a dogmatic conservative. He was not. His criticism was valid. Whoever made this accusation was the one being dogmatic.
Now, in the next videos, we will look at some examples of different areas of pseudoscience. So, if you like the video, please click in subscribe and like button. Don't forget to click in the bell icon too, for be aware of our videos. See you later!